14-year-old Alejandra Lopez is accustomed to the pre-dawn routine. Awakened not by an alarm clock or a mother's loving hand, Alejandra is up because her overpowering and constant hunger has made sleep difficult. She knows full well that there will be no food this morning and that she will be hungry through most of her day. Alejandra begins her chores. As she does so, she begins to consider herself lucky, and she is. She is one of the few children in Mexico's poorest communities along the U.S.-Mexican border who is able to stay in school. She is one of Cristina's children. Most children are not as fortunate as she.
Anapra is an unincorporated desert community west of Juarez where the Mexico, New Mexico, and Texas borders meet. Summer rainstorms are frequent and flooding inevitable. Makeshift homes offer little protection against the cold. Running water and electricity are luxuries, not necessities. Most streets are dirt, government services are few, and there is no sewage system. Since the North American Trade Agreement was implemented in 1994, thousands of assembly plants have sprung up on the Mexican side of the border.
The maquilas actually are assembly plants where Mexican workers work. American companies, for instance, send the products down there, and the Mexican people work in the plant for very low wages, assemble products, and then they're sent back to the United States. It's a way for American businesses to make products at reduced rates, and it's a way for Mexican people to have some measure of employment.
The maquilas are the number one economic factor, the number one source of jobs, of employment in Ciudad Juarez. That's where every family has somebody working in the maquilas. I know a story of a friend of mine whose daughter had a scholarship, so was able to continue studying into middle school, 7th grade, and at the beginning of her 8th grade year, she had the scholarship, so she wasn't costing her parents anything, but she was concerned that she also was not working and helping with some income for the family. The pressures are huge. In Mexico, for these poor kids, they have to buy things that my kids here don't have to buy, so the system is pretty much stacked against them.
En la mañana me levanto a las 4:30, me cambio y de mi casa salgo 5 para las 5 a agarrar el autobús. Después llego a la maquila, me pongo a trabajar, a las 2 me salgo y me voy a estudiar.
Somebody conscious of her own identity, conscious of her own kind of struggles. I think part of her motivation and her concern about the kids in the neighborhood is she realizes how much she missed in her own life by not having that kind of aid for her. Nobody was coming up behind her, looking over her shoulder and making sure that she had a good education.
Tenemos que concientizar a nuestros niños, educarlos sobre la importancia de la educación, pero también sobre la importancia de los principios, de la cultura, de los derechos que ellos tienen. Ellos tienen derecho a ser felices, ellos tienen derecho a vivir en un hogar confortable, ellos tienen derecho a ir a la escuela y tienen derecho a ser felices. Esto es lo más importante.
There was a volunteer couple working in Juarez, and when they moved, the the woman, he said to Cristina, would you take over this little children's library that I have down at the church? And Cristina said no. She said, I wouldn't take it over in the church, but if you wanted me to, I would be happy to do it here at my house. And Cristina just started the project on her patio of her house.
Esto es lo que queremos evitar, que haya niños que terminen su primaria, que tengan sueños de continuar con sus estudios, pero que la necesidad económica se los prohíba.
7 days a week, from morning till night, somebody would be outside of Cristina's door screaming and hollering, Cristina, Cristina! It could be a parent or it could be a little kid, and like she'd be coming out, what do you need? I need money to take a test. I need money to get the bus to school. I need a notebook. I need crayons. So she really made